Welcome. I'm Amy, an intuitive spiritual teacher, peace minister, healer, law of attraction coach, pet psychic, true love guru, and your biggest cheerleader. Serving the whole world from my headquarters in Texas, I'm here to guide and empower you through this great awakening in truth and consciousness. Join my private membership association today at awakenedalliance.org, where you can purchase an emergency, video, or remote reading. Join my Daily Boost subscription for extra energetic support. Ask a question on my Ask Amy Q&A, including true love spreads. Talk with other like-minded people in my forum, or even sign up for personal mentoring. Always check beneath my videos for my latest links and timestamps, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Have a beautiful day. Hey, everybody. I have a few updates for you. First thing I want you to know is that if there's ever anything going on with my website, I've had 2 people say over the weekend that they were not able to make purchases that they wanted to. One was not able to place an order for a reading. The other wanted to do I think it was a video reading, and both of you couldn't process that. So please, I'm going to give you an email address that you can write down. Or when you go to the homepage of my website, the landing page or whatever, just click on Contact Us and fill out that form and send it to me. Or you can email support@awakenedalliance.org and go into great detail, like painstaking detail if you can, so that I can I'm in the process of kind of revamping the way my website works in the background. So I've had Squarespace for a while, and it's okay. It's okay, but I want it to be more versatile, and I want it to be easier and all kinds of things. And I don't want to have things happen like what happened before and whatnot. So, yeah, I'm having that happen in the background. Hopefully you guys will not, hopefully it's going to be completely seamless, but I'm just saying, in the meantime, just bear with me, please. It should be all over with by, I don't know, well, by the end of the year. Hopefully a lot sooner than that, but let's give it till the end of the year. And like I said, hopefully you don't notice any issues, but if you do, write to support@awakenedalliance.org or just hit Contact Us. Now, also, I've heard somebody say, well, I joined your membership and I didn't realize that you didn't offer those quick relationship spreads anymore, or whatever. If something is that important to you, if something is like, I would not join unless you do this thing or whatever, that's what I have Contact Us for. It says, join the membership or Contact Us. So just hit Contact Us. And then ask me the question, do you still offer quick relationship spreads or whatever, So it's not like, this, just ask me questions if you got them, guys. Just ask me questions. It's okay. And if I can't answer it, I'll get somebody who can for you, for sure. I'm here to help. And I want to make everything as easy for you guys as possible. Also, the second thing I wanted to mention is that from right now, if you submit a question from now until October 30th, the day before Halloween, those readings are not coming out on YouTube with the answers until November 3rd. Actually, now that I think of it, it might be a little bit later than that. It might be the week after that. Yeah, I think it's going to be the week after that. Dang. Okay. Hang on a second. Let me look at my calendar. I'm so sorry, guys. I didn't think this out better. Okay, so they're not going to come out until the 10th. Any questions that you submit right now are not coming out until November 10th. Okay. And I might surprise you guys and put something out a little bit sooner than that, but it may not be like on a Thursday or something like that. But don't expect that. So ask me questions that are more like life purpose or talking to someone deceased or anything like that. If you have an emergency, I will have some emergency readings available. And if they're not available, if the emergency reading is not available and you have something like really urgent, like your animal or you are hurting, in pain at all, or having a really hard time, and it's a real legitimate emergency, then please text me and let me know to make one available, or ask me to make one available for you. And if I can, I will do that for you. Okay. So just because it says sold out in my emergency readings, it just means that everybody bought them up and I may not even be aware. Okay. Or it could mean that it's a weekend and I don't want to do emergency readings through my weekend or something like that. So just communicate with me. Just text me. If you've placed an order with me before, you should have my phone number. It's on every confirmation email from when you get an order. And even when you become a member, I believe you do get that confirmation email. So you should have my number and you can just text me and say, hey, Amy, I was thinking to place an emergency reading. My cat is in dire straits. I'm in so much pain, whatever the emergency is. And if it is a true legitimate emergency, I will stop everything most likely and make that available for you. And the daily boosters, of course, get a discount on their emergency readings. So don't forget that, daily boosters. Just go into the homepage of the Daily Boost membership area and your discount code is on there. So don't forget that you have that privilege. Also, daily boosters, do not forget to go to your homepage and click on the winks from the universe page, because I put up messages on there fairly regularly, like seems to be every three or 4 days or so. So be checking there too to see if there might be some confirmation there for you, or a tip that really helps right now with what you're going through or something like that. Okay, what else did I mean to say? Oh, I had a session with my higher self and one of my guides, and they asked me to please ask you guys and myself, and asked everybody basically to please be imagining do a meditation fairly regularly to start creating the new earth. Too many people are focused on the fearful stuff, and not enough people are focusing on what we're creating. So do you guys remember me talking about the Pristine Earth a while ago on one of the Great Awakening videos? You guys might want to look back in the timestamps underneath the video, the different videos. And there is a playlist called The Great Awakening. All of my updates should be in there, all my Great Awakening updates. Just look through the timestamps real quick if there's any subject you want to check out. But Pristine Earth. So just imagine that the earth is completely green. Imagine Costa Rica, basically, but with no buildings, not even necessarily houses. What I saw in my vision was just so many trees all over the place, and green, beautiful pastures and meadows, and rows of gardens everywhere, like all over the place, but nothing that looked man-made. So they want you to help heal Mother Earth as well. And give love to Mother Earth and the Pristine Earth, and help continue to manifest her for the collective. All right. Okay, so here is a gift idea. Okay, for Christmas. Or the new year, or whatever it could be right now, if you feel like it. Get some index cards, a stack of index cards. And I've recommended this before, like making your own oracle cards. So it's kind of fun. But if you know your best friend really well, if you think you know your best friend like really, really well, make them their own oracle deck out of index cards. They don't have to be fancy. They don't have to be anything, they don't have to look good or anything. Your best friend will so appreciate that you put the thought into it, that you made something very specific for them. Like if you know that they always beat themselves up, you could say, cut yourself some slack or if they're always obsessing over someone, stop thinking about him or something like that, But isn't that cool? Isn't that such a neat idea? I love that. So yeah, that might be something that you could do that's totally unique that nobody else would do for them, and nobody else even knows them well enough to do for them. So, and the reason I'm even bringing it up is because my best friend had to confess to me that she's doing that for me right now. And I just thought that was the sweetest thing in the whole world. And I thought, because I gave her the idea back when I talked about it, to make your own oracle cards, and she's like, I'm going to make Amy her own oracle cards. And I just was like, oh my God, that is the sweetest thing ever. So I can't wait to see what they're going to be, what they're going to say. It's going to be awesome. So I just thought I'd share that with you guys too, that you could do that for your own best friend. So what else? I guess that's it. I think that's all I needed to mention at the beginning of this thing. And yeah. Okay. So here we go. Oh, they want to, okay. They want to give you guys a general message for the collective of those who's watching. They want to give you a guide, the guide that's helping you right now, the animal spirit that's helping you right now, and one self-care card, I guess. Okay, so I guess we said spirit card first, or not spirit card, but well, I'm sure we'll get plenty of those throughout this. But okay, so this is from this deck, and we're going to see who is helping the collective the most right now. Of everybody watching this video, who is helping the most right now for the collective energy of those who are watching this video? Who is helping them? Which guide is helping the most right now, please? Mary Magdalene, of course. Oh, sacred marriage. I've never even seen this card and didn't know that it was in there. Holy cow. As many of you know, but maybe if you're new to me, you don't know, my specialty is true love. True love, and I've incorporated in, since my own awakening, the truths that are going on in this world. So truth and true love, and it made so much sense to me to bring them together, because we're going to be the power couples of the new earth. So wow, that was awesome. Okay, a little wink from Mary Magdalene today. That's incredible. Okay, the Temple of Magdalene is a space for deep spiritual and sexual healing. Your soul has an ancient connection to the temple, and memories of the twin flame union are now being stirred. As you awaken the holiest feminine and masculine energies inside your heart, you'll be working deeply on yourself and awakening to your soul's light. This process can span many years. Your healing journey is about to become whole. All your life, you've been preparing to create a relationship that reflects that inner wholeness. It's not a partnership based on image-driven ideals of perfection, nor is it based on patching up each other's wounds. It's a conscious relationship in which both people take responsibility for their own lives and soul's growth. Mary says, before you can experience sacred marriage with another, you need to come home to your own twin flames, to your inner twin flames. She gives you a red rose, her symbol of the beloved, to signify that you're choosing the sacred marriage inside yourself first. In perfect timing, you'll merge with your partner who reflects your own completeness. Trust that your heart knows what it's doing to build a synergetic experience of true love that leads the world to higher consciousness. Let me repeat that, because that is my very purpose on this channel. Holy cow. To build a synergetic experience of true love that leads the world to higher consciousness. Thank you, Mary Magdalene. Thank you. You beautiful person. Additional meanings. You're a powerful spiritual teacher. The Empress video that just came out, if you guys want to watch that. You're a powerful spiritual teacher with a mission to bring the Shekinah feminine force of divinity to humanity. I even talked about how women are rising up as leaders. Clear the vibrational imprint of past lovers through energy work. Yeah, for sure. In fact, I'll do that right now. Work on your relationships or work on your relationship and couples therapy. Incorporate sacred ritual into your love life. Your invocation. I am whole and complete. I am ready to create a sacred experience of intimacy. That rocks. That was amazing. Okay. Wow. Thank you, Mary. And Mary's always here with us. She's always helping. She's so awesome. Okay. So let's do a clearing. Let's do a light language blissing right now to help those of you who are aware that you have true love counterparts. Well, I guess even if you don't, so because some of you don't know yet who your person is. So we're going to just clear anybody who wants to participate in this because, yeah, just whoever. We're just going to clear old sexual partners from your energy field. We're going to cut the cords and just clear them away. It doesn't mean that you can't ever be with them again. If you desire to go back to an ex, you could if you wanted to. But this is just going to, and you cannot sever the cord with a twin flame. So don't worry. If this is your like person, it's like impossible to sever that cord. You can kink the cord for a short period, but you cannot sever it. All right. So I'm going to do a blessing to help clear all the karmic ties. Okay. Let's be specific about that. Let's clear the karmic ties. Karmic means the person who teaches you the lessons, but they're not your true love. So pretty much everybody but your true love. All right. So let's clear the energy of all those. Okay. So I'm being real specific here because I want to make sure that we all understand what's happening here. So we're clearing the energy. We're cleaning. It's like a mirror. We're like spraying the mirror and we're getting it nice and crystal clear so that you can see the truth of everything beyond any kind of illusions. What happens when you have sex with somebody else is you take on their energy and you take on their trauma, and they can even use sex magic on you to control you and to, make you do what they want, or you can, there's so many different crazy things out there. But if somebody, has a huge wound, you're going to take it on by having sex with them. So you got to be really, really careful and only have sex with your true love. And if it has to be with somebody else, because you're with a karmic person or whatever it is, like make sure you keep your energy clean and clear it out and do whatever you can to just be really wise about who you have sex with. I know a lot of divine feminines haven't had sex for many years because they came to that conclusion that it was a lot of fun temporarily, but it really ultimately made them feel really icky and dirty. And it just made them feel like, you know what, I just want to be with somebody that I actually really, truly love, somebody who could last a lifetime. That's the one I want to have sex with and give my body to. So that's wisdom. That's maturity, and we all get to that point when we get really fed up with, that the tainted energy of that. So, so they can mess with you in many, many different ways, and you take on all their lovers and you take on the STDs, all of that stuff. Use a condom. Obviously, that's like, duh. Otherwise, you're taking on even more. Okay. And I know it feels so much better without one, but come on, be smart. Okay. So, a blessing to sever these cords, sever the energies. In other words, all of the negative or toxic energy or spells or anything like that having to do with sex is going to go back to the person that they belong to, that energy belongs to, and it's going to come off of you or your partner, your counterpart. So, Yeah. So let's just clear you of anybody else's toxic energy. And even if it's a spell or whatever it is, we're going to unravel it, or whatever is in the divine's free will and our free will, everybody involved, like it's for the best good of everybody involved, and it's honoring everybody's free will involved. Then we're going to just put everything in its proper place, and we're going to also take your energy and put it back in you. So we're separating out the energies. This is mine now. I am back in my power. I have the authority. I can do as I want. I am in my power. And you can go take your tainted energy elsewhere and go infect somebody else if you want. Okay. All right. So here we go. Take a deep breath, relax. And they just said, in a sense, karmics are sacred energy too, because they needed to be there on your journey to help you become super powerful for your true love. So do not curse. They said, do not curse the karmic, because they were there with a divine purpose to serve you on your journey and to treat you badly so that you would stand up for yourself and so that you would realize what you're worth. Okay. Ma shishina tatainke esa se la ha pe na ai ha shishina pai ke e sanse he penke ha la shishina poma mahana aike ha la kitinda te sanse she la ha ma he na te ki sanse shiki la pe pum poma ons se he la shenche e sana hele himpi ma ama he kinche hale sisena he one titembo mama an tatai sana la shishinke pam pam mama ona ai sana la ki he sanse shinke ila pum pam pum chin sana ki entai he pum pum an. Okay, hang on a minute. What is that? Okay, so they're saying for some of you, as you're leaving the karmics behind, or if you have left them behind, don't continue to follow them on social media. Do not keep their phone number in your phone. Block them. Delete them from your phone. Like, you do not want connections to your ex. That will create problems and that will create pain. So be wise and go ahead and save yourself a whole heck of a lot of grief. For that matter, if anybody's bringing a lot of toxic energy into your life, or if they make you confused or doubtful, or they make you feel bad about yourself, or they make you feel like you need them or you won't be able to be anybody or whatever. No. That is like ixnay that. Like, get them out of there. Get them out of your life. Get them off your phone. Do not talk to them anymore. Be around empowering people. Now, someone said to me recently, like, they complimented me on the people around me. They said, the people that you know, Amy, are really kind, loving, beautiful people who would do anything for you, and who are so genuine and authentic and loving. And it really, truly is. You can only be as good as those that you surround yourself with. So don't limit yourself by being around people or karmics or whatever that, don't have the kind of standards that you do or that you strive for. My life changed significantly when I started being picky about my friends. When I started to say, you know what, do I look up to them? Do I respect them? Do I want to be like them? Okay, then I'll have them around, Do they allow me to be myself? Do they let me cry without, trying to sweep it under the carpet? Or do they let me be angry and outraged and they'll cry with me, or they'll support me and let me crash if I want to, because they know full well, they have full faith in me that I'll bounce right back up the next moment, So do they validate me? Do they share as much vulnerability with me as I do with them? So make sure the people around you are as good as you are as good of a person as you are. And ask yourself, even put yourself in the other person's shoes. If I were them, would I be talking to them that way? Or, if the roles were reversed, if I were her or if I were him, would I be talking to my partner that way? And the answer most likely will be no if it's a karmic. No, I would not be acting that way. In fact, I'd be acting the absolute opposite. Okay. Get those kind of people out of your life, guys. It's still pruning time. Okay, so oh, that's so funny. Okay, squirrel. What's funny is I didn't even see the squirrel in the picture. I just saw the birds. I was like, why is it called the squirrel when it's just got birds? Okay, so it says squirrel, always prepared. You are the expert of hard work and hard play. Your what in the heck? Your cheerful and fun disposition is a blissing for everyone. Don't let life's distractions take you off course. Make a plan for the future, and life will give you all that you need. So just stay in a high vibration and don't get distracted by anything scary or anything. I just put out that other Great Awakening video that talks about that too. Just laugh it off. Anything that does not resonate for you and you're just like, nah, I don't think so. But that's really funny, Have a sense of humor about those distractions, or just don't get distracted off of that. Oh, follow that down here, like stay focused on what it is, on your intentions. Stay focused on your intentions is pretty much what they're saying, which is to get to that new pristine earth. So keep focusing and meditating on that pristine earth. Okay. Self-care. One self-care card for the collective, please. One self-care card for the collective, please. Body. Your body deserves your love. So love yourself no matter how your body looks right now. Most everybody, I mean, I could take any of you one-on-one and talk to you privately. You'd probably run off a list of things you don't like about your body. So encourage your body. Let it know what you want it to do. When I was going through my sabbatical, and you can watch that video here on YouTube if you want, just put in the word sabbatical with my name. When I went through that experience, I kept telling my body, okay, here's what you do. You take all of you good cells, you need to start attacking and going after and eating the bad cells. Any of them that are causing problems or blockages or anything like that. Just be like Pac-Man. Nom, 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 nom. So I talk to my body like a child. Here's what you do. And I make it fun. And I'm like, you've got ancient wisdom within you. Tap into that wisdom. You know exactly what to do. And you got this. I believe in you. I know you can do this. Give your body a pep talk. Look in the mirror and just say, you are so beautiful. You are so beautiful just exactly as you are. There's not somebody out there that has the same exact body as you. You have things that make you very unique. And your true love counterpart, or your, hopefully your future partner who's some type of true love, is going to absolutely, completely love your body, and especially for the unique parts of it. So even if you think it's flawed or it's bad, or, you think it's ugly about you, your partner will help you love yourself through that. If you have struggles with that, but learn to love your body now so that you don't reject him or her in the future too. Because sometimes if you don't love yourself and you're just like this freckle, let's see if I can pick out a freckle here. That freckle just makes me flawed. It just does. It's the ugliest freckle I've ever seen in my life. Your best friend's like, oh my God, I love that freckle. That's the cutest freckle ever. And you're just, I just can't have it because I can't, no, I cannot get past how ugly that freckle is. And we do that though. And we push, and your best friend or whoever, your lover is like crushed because they genuinely, truly love that freckle. And they think it's the most precious thing about you. And you're sitting there not believing them because you're just so insistent. Try to see things through their eyes. If somebody truly loves you and they're admiring something about you that you can't stand, do your best to see through their eyes and to love yourself. Otherwise, you're going to really hurt that person really bad. And imagine somebody not believing you, or you doing the same thing for them. Oh, I love that thing about you. And they're like, no, it's really silly and ridiculous. I don't like it at all. You're just being nice or whatever. It's like, oh, but I really do love that. And maybe if you knew how wonderful it is, maybe you would even flaunt it. Maybe you would even really love it. Maybe you would, and I would love more of it. So show it to me, show it to the world, and I'll be like swooning. And they're like, hell no. So just try to love yourself enough to where you will allow the compliment. Thank you. Just say thank you. You don't have to say, yeah, right, it's not as perfect as other people's, blah, blah. You don't have to do that. Thank you. That's what you say. If somebody compliments you on something that you find ugly, thank you so much. I really appreciate your point of view. Can I have it? Okay. Let's get on with the readings already. I'm going to pause and take a drink here for a second. Okay. So yes, I am drinking my hibiscus and tangerine tea. It's so yummy. All right. So, back up there. Come this way a little bit, can you? Okay, hopefully that'll stay. It's really flimsy. I should get a better thing for that. Okay. All right. So let's first person 5196 E sheep. Okay. Sheep can be good. Sheep, no, not all sheep are bad. And it's a really cute little one smiling. You can't really see it smile from here, but you could a minute ago. Okay. Hi, Amy. I love these Q&A videos. Thank you so much. My divine masculine, which is her true love counterpart, because she's the divine feminine in this situation, has been having intense ear ringing, mainly in his left ear. Some other health issues like high blood pressure too. He is spiritual and understands about ascension, but the ear ringing is driving him crazy. Can you please help him? I appreciate you. So I always say that I can't do work on somebody else. Like, you placed an order for him, but I don't know if I have his permission. You know what I mean? So it's always best to do it on yourself or to have that person ask themselves. But in this case, I'm just going to ask his higher self if that's okay. And I get a definite yes. Okay. So, but please, anybody else, please make sure that you have the person's permission before having me do any kind of work on them or to look at them or anything like that. Because I really try to honor people's free will, and I really don't want to do anything against what they want. And you don't know if they need to go through the suffering for a bit to figure things out on their own. God is really working on teaching all of us how to heal ourselves right now. So, and sometimes that takes pain. Most of the time, usually it takes pain because that's what we'll pay attention to finally, Okay, so, and this is a kind of pain. It's a kind of suffering anyway. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to ask is the ear ringing a physical thing, or is it an ascension or energetic type of thing? Yeah, I feel like it's both. Okay. So is there something he's doing physically that he needs to stop doing? Yes. Stress, tension, headaches. Are you getting headaches? I think it's coming from headaches or from the head. Stressing in the head is causing headaches. That's causing the ear ringing. Okay, they're saying to meditate. They're showing me this. Meditate on a regular basis, at least like 20 minutes a day. I'm talking to him right now. Make sure that you really learn to quiet your mind. And when you're sitting there for the 20 minutes, things will come into your peripheral. Don't pay them any mind. Those things you can tend to after the 20 minutes goes off on the timer. But just let it completely go. Let it absolutely completely go for those 20 minutes and just sit quietly and listen to sounds. Listen to sounds, feel physical sensations in your body. Basically pay attention inwardly. Inwardly, well, you can pay attention to the sounds and things going on. Just don't make a story up about it. Just keep your mind quiet. And that's definitely going to, wow, there's no way. It has not been 45 minutes. Every time that goes off, it's been 45 minutes. I guess I wasted time for a minute before I got on. Okay. Not wasted time, but you know what I mean. Took up some time. How much is she not taking? They're saying that you're putting way too much pressure on yourself and that you need to like lighten up and have a sense of humor about things in your life in general. Now, having said that, if you don't know the way that I heal, or the way that I see things when I heal, if there's a physical ailment, which this would be considered, or any kind of ailment for that matter, if there's an ailment, there's usually some kind of emotional element underneath the ailment. So I detect the emotional element so that you can pay attention to it. And when you pay attention to it and when you take care of whatever that is, then it goes away. But you have to do the assignment and work on the emotional stuff in order to have the ear ringing go away. Okay, so now I'm going to work on the physical part, but through energetics. What does that mean? It feels like I'm seeing it on your masculine side. And so if it's not on either way, that would mean for me that you might have I feel like you have some negativity lingering coming from your father or grandfather, even a male, a significant male in your life that was negative, has had an impression on you, and your body is trying to shake it loose. It's trying to vibrate it loose. It's also, okay. So I'm asking that we're doing a lot of dream work right now. The dark side is doing dream warfare, but the light workers are working on dream subconscious healing. So I'm asking that instead of giving you the constant ringing, if there's a way that you can have some revelations and some epiphanies and things and some shifts in your consciousness in your subconscious mind while you're sleeping, that would be appreciated. And they're saying, yes, they can do that. And I also said, if there's a way that you could please, because I feel like you're receiving like tweaks, ascension tweaks, getting you ready. Some of you may have like a very slight headache, or there's some weird symptoms going around. Bumps and things also, like bumps and lumps and things. Nothing to worry about. They just said nothing to worry about. Just let it move its course. Let it go through you. Silver, putting silver on the lumps will help. How much is she in Thai? Okay, and give it TLC, just tender love and care. Whatever you have on you, whatever goes wrong, just love it. I love you, and tell your body, you got this. You got this. We don't need this anymore. We don't need this anymore. Thank you for the loving reminder. You can say, thank you so much for the loving reminder. We don't need this anymore. They said to identify the voice. Like, what is it? Think about the negative males that have been in your life, and the types of things that they would say to you on a regular basis, and see if you've adopted some of those things as your own belief system. And that's gonna be very, very helpful to you. Do my exercise here on YouTube. Thank you, God, for my misery. So if you put in my name and you put in the word misery, it should come right up. Do that exercise with everything that you can think of that you don't feel fair about, like you don't feel like justice was served in that situation. Like, oh my gosh, if that one thing wouldn't have happened in my life, everything would have been great after that, or something like that. Anything that makes you feel like a victim. Do that exercise on it, and you will see the reason that your higher self put you through it and why it was important. Anything else? No. Okay. How about she not to hate kings? Hipin not to Thank you. Thank you. Bat sounds. Bat, that you have a bat animal spirit that's helping you. And that would also kind of insinuate that you need to listen to sounds, some type of sound. I don't know. By what do they call them? Binaural beats or something like that. Something that balances the brain and gets you calm. Delta waves. Do some sound healing. Tone. Do some things like that. Okay, so all right. So we move on to the next animal. Okay, I need to really fasten that bit down better. All right. Next animal, please. 5193. This is a big animal. 5193. A horse. Yay. I have a whole background with horses. I used to be a ranch hand for years. Grew up on a ranch. Okay, there we go. There's the spot. Okay, yeah, 5193. She has 2 questions. For those of you who are new, that actually means literally 2 questions. I've had people put like 2 or 3 questions in one question, and the next question, and there's another 2, 3 questions. I'm like, that's about 5 or 6 questions. Like, or you guys could get smart about it and you can combine all the questions that you have in one. What do you sense and feel about this thing? And I'll probably cover all of the things that you were going to list anyway. So, and if you don't do it, I will. So I have to be really good about my boundaries, you guys. You have to be when you do my type of job. So, all right. So question 1, can you please do a true love spread on my divine masculine? Just wondering what more I can do to align with him, and I'm feeling impatient. Now, I get that one. We all do. All the divine feminines are like, for crying out loud, please. So let me do a spread and see where he's at, and we'll gather some more information that will help you. And how best you align. I have all kinds of wonderful videos on that. If you go to my playlist, all about true love, you will get so much information. It's unbelievable. And watch the Empress video that I just put out. That is the key to everything. You focus on your own spiritual growth, your own emotional growth, your own healing. And it's very important. And it's not fluffy stuff. It's like you got to get in there, especially right now. Our deepest, darkest, most hidden stuff is coming up for purging, but that's happening in our world too. And I always say, what's going on in true love is going on in the world. And what's going on in the world is happening in true love. So we're going to those deepest, darkest places and purging that stuff. All right. And secrets are coming out, both in the world and true love. So he's wanting this to come together just as much as you. He's wanting, in his heart space, he wants to offer you his love also. And he said a peace offering as well. So he's planning on, okay, he's trying to get away from some drama. What is the drama? Regret over people pleasing. He's trying to figure out a way to the new, happier life with you. He sees you as very grounded and mature. Like you've got everything that you need. Like it's like he thinks you've got it all figured out, and he's just sitting there, flopping around in the water. Help, he feels like he's less than you somehow, like you got it all figured out, but they all feel that way, all true love counterparts. And I mean, it's, if you watch the 2 videos that I have, if you go to my website and go to the video tab, watch all of the true love videos, they'll tell you everything you need to know First of all, the divine feminines need to know how to step into their power. So there's a video called Stepping into Your Power. That's for the divine feminines. You guys absolutely must watch that. The other one is the divine masculine's ultimate test. That tells you all about what the divine masculine has to go through on their journey. And then you'll understand the two different roles that they play. They basically inspire each other to change and to grow, to be able to come together in union. So he's working very, very hard to heal and to get over his guilt and get over the people pleasing, get over any immaturities that he's seeing are kind of blatantly obvious. And he does feel like you guys will be very, very happy and fulfilled together. He also wants some secrets to come out and for balance to happen. It's like he's keeping you a hidden secret and it's killing him. And he wants to balance that out somehow, probably by announcing it to the whole world, like telling his whole family, guess what? This is the one I truly love. This is the one I want to be with. And he's planning on getting away and doing his own thing. Now, this also, sometimes the high priestess can be a mistress. So if he's had somebody he's just been having sex with, friends with benefits or whatever's going on there, he's trying to break off from that and go do his own thing. And he has regret over that, if that's what he has chosen. So he's also feeling unworthy, but he's choosing to heal that unworthiness issue. And because he really wants to be vulnerable and authentic with you. He also wants to get naked with you. I'm just saying. You got the star card and the world card. They're both naked. And he wants to see you guys through to being able to celebrate on the other end of this. So he's basically just trying, he loves you. And he's trying to get up the strength for you guys to do something where you guys can celebrate and you can be brought in from out in the cold. And I just saw snow too. So he wants to, I feel like his goal is to have this happen before, like just like in the movies, just in the nick of time, like right around maybe after Thanksgiving, in between Thanksgiving and Christmas-ish. Yeah, Thanksgiving, I think he's already planning on people pleasing somebody. So, but he plans to do something right after Thanksgiving that's going to really feel like he's really going to, if it's going to help. Yeah, he's manifesting, going to the next level after Thanksgiving. So if that doesn't happen, though, we switch timelines, we move around a lot. You sitting around twiddling your thumbs, worrying and wondering if it's going to happen, waiting for it to happen is actually going to push it off. So don't do that. Just know that it's going to happen. Don't pay any attention to any kind of predictions anybody makes in terms of time. Okay, never do that. Just let it go. Just know that it's going to happen. It's like Amazon says it's going to be there on such and such a date. Don't sit there and watch the calendar every single day for that date to come. Just know that it's coming on that date, and it'll surprise you when it gets here. You know what I mean? All right. So is there anything? Yeah, I feel like I also want to pull some ghoster cards. Now these are my notes from your beloved ghoster, available on my website in the store. I'm so sorry. I really am. I hope you can forgive me. I just feel so bad. So he knows, he knows that he's got to make this right by you. Okay, so he's felt like choosing you would take him in the wrong direction, and he was scared that he would go off course in his life. So I feel like he had a different way that he was imagining things going for you guys or for you. And then you came along and he's like, oh my gosh, this would make me go this whole other area, maybe move to a whole other place, like maybe be a whole other person. Basically, that's what true love does for you. He is still trying to get over his ex and related wounds. So maybe he's left the person, whoever that was, and maybe he just feels hurt by it. I just got black magic, possibly. Maybe she was doing black magic, punishing him. I just got something about punishing him. So he's licking his wounds before he can feel strong enough to start something new that could also potentially hurt him in his eyes. He's also dealing with an addiction right now. Dang, he's got some things to work out, girl. This could take a while. He may try to make it go to the next level after Thanksgiving, but he may go back. It's okay. one step forward, two steps back sometimes, but then all of a sudden it's a leap forward into, somebody you don't even recognize, because he's so incredible and so healed. And so, I mean, I've seen these masculines show up like the knight in shining armor, and totally different than the immature version of him that you knew way before. So let him get over these things, give him time, be very patient. He could also be maybe somebody's stealing from him or something, because I accidentally said stealing. I'm dealing with a stalker. It's a dangerous situation I don't want you involved with. That could just be somebody who's watching him really closely. Maybe his ex even. Maybe she's, I just heard crystal ball. Maybe she's, he's afraid that she'll find out through her crystal ball or something that you guys have started something and she might sabotage it. He's got all kinds of fears going on. So you got to give him time to work this through and just be there for him. He had chosen to date somebody else. So I feel like it's not dating. I feel like it could be a friends with benefit type thing. So that's why all this has been put off, basically. But just please understand, the journey is all about, like, if they go with the karmic for a bit and they go through all that, it's for a divine reason. That's why Mary Magdalene popped into the beginning of this. To just remind us, like, this divine love is meant to be, and it will be at the perfect exact timing. It's not running late. Okay. It's not running late. That's impossible. It's in God's perfect timing, and you will know that, and you will understand that when you guys come together. So do not be miffed. And I just talked to another divine feminine who was absolutely, I like, so distraught over her masculine getting married. She just could not believe that he would do that, because they are so in love. And he went and married somebody else, and she was sick about it, absolutely sick. And I was like, yeah, that's not going to last. Like, there's no way he's going to go that direction. He's going to turn and make a U-turn. And he did. He has somehow, she found out that he is leaving that marriage, then he's getting a divorce, and they've just got married. I don't know how many months it's been, but it's probably been maybe 10 months or something. It really hasn't been that long. Yeah, he has to, I think his friends are also talking bad about your connection. Oh, interesting. Have you cast a spell on me? I don't trust this connection right now. Maybe it's what my friends have been saying. I'm feeling skeptical. Oh, it's because of that ex. Put a spell on him. So he's worried you've done the same thing. He's paranoid is what he is right now. Oh, he cries himself to sleep and tosses and turns about this. I miss you so much. It's killing me not to reach out to you. I love you so much. I know this isn't the time for us to happen yet, though, but it will. So let him go through his process. It looks like he has a lot to go through, but let him go through his process. Let him do his healing. He's focused on you. It sounds like you guys are a true love, because he's all about you and, like, doing this for you. And he does want to get a hurry on it as quick as possible. I feel like he senses your impatience, and I wouldn't bug him, and do not expect anything from him over the holidays. Do not break your own heart that way. He most likely will not do anything, because they get like a deer in headlights when it comes to the holidays. Unfortunately, it's really sad that they do that. But at the same time, they don't want to open a door and get sucked through a rabbit hole they can't get out of, and end up rejecting you because they're just not ready yet, So let them come to you when they are strong enough and when they are ready. And horses are all about strength too. So be strong and keep working on those triggers within you that are left unhealed. Okay. You have another question. I know that I'm moving, but I'm wondering if you could feel into that process and how it will go. I'm struggling to live with my family after uni, and they're very unaware of what's going on in the world, I assume. Feeling directionless about where to be and what to do. Thank you, Amy. Would love to book a reading with you, but sometimes your website, but your website won't let me. Okay, so, always write to support@awakenedalliance.org, or just hit the contact us on the homepage, and let me know specifics, right? This is what I pressed. This is the exact URL I went to. This is what I clicked on. This is the page that I went to or whatever. And it took me through step 1, 2, 3 just fine. But when I got to 4, it bounced me back to 3 or whatever. Be as specific as you can so I can contact Squarespace and find out what the problem is. Okay, so you know that you need to move and get out of there. So that's another time when the feminines tend to get kind of desperate and put a lot of pressure on their masculines to hurry up, hurry up. It's like, I got to get out of here. Can we just start a new life already? Can we go move in together? It would be so much easier if we could be at least like making decisions together, right? It's like, do I live near you? Do I move closer to you? Or are we going to come this direction? Or do I go to a whole new country? Like, it's so hard. The masculines don't realize how hard it is for the feminines to have to guess all the time, having no clue as to even if they're going to have anything in the future, and having to make decisions considering all of that. So my advice to you is do not consider your masculine in it at all, unless you start getting all kinds of signs and synchronicities about something. Like I know a gal who her masculine was in a certain country that she was not in. And she's always felt really drawn to that country. She's always felt like she absolutely loved it. She visited it once and just fell in love with it. She absolutely loved it. So she was like, should I go? Even though it's close to her masculine, should I go? And we both felt like absolutely. And she was feeling so called to it. She was like chomping at the bit. She knew she had to go in her soul. That's when you go. And she did go within like a half an hour of where he lives. But, I advised to just go and do not put any pressure on him whatsoever. He's with a karmic. And it's just like, just go and create your best life there. And don't expect him to ever be with you. Don't have any expectations. Don't sit there twiddling your fingers and be, okay, now I'm in your city. Now there's even more pressure because I'm right here. Don't do that to him because it's going to end up pushing him back. Pressure, just like when you're taking a test and the teacher stands over you, you better get the answer right. You better get the answer right. If they're standing there doing that, it's like so frustrating and you can't even think straight. In fact, some of you might move to their town and not tell them at all. That might be a good idea as well. So, but again, listen to your intuition and do as you feel, but do not make decisions for him unless you guys have talked or unless you get all these signs. Okay. I do feel like you're gonna leave the home. You're for sure gonna leave the home. And I guess I'm seeing, is it north? Yes, you're gonna go north of where you are. Is it gonna be a whole other state? No. Is it gonna be like within an hour away? Yes. About 45 minutes away from where your parents are right now. You're gonna get a place of your own. Is she gonna have a roommate? I feel like you're gonna have a roommate. And somebody with an animal possibly. And I think it'll be really fun and relaxed, and it's going to be just the breath of fresh air that you needed. You might have to get a job out there to support yourself, or maybe even work from home. I see you like typing or something. How much is she in Taika? I get a kind of an Irish pub kind of feel. And it's kind of also reminds me of Seattle, like the grungy scene or the grunge scene, grungy, the grunge scene. But it's neat. It's got a really great, if you guys have ever seen the movie Singles, it's got that kind of vibe wherever you're going. So and the person that you're going to be living with is going to be on the same page. You're going to be pretty close to them. And it's going to be actually, you're going to have a relationship like them, like the friends did have in Singles too. So I think it'd be a really great move for you. And you're just going to be there for a bit, and you're going to get, your focus needs to be on doing what you absolutely love and enjoy and nothing else, and getting rid of any stress you can. And you might even start playing a different, like an instrument or something. Because I feel like music, maybe maybe the person that you're going to be living near or with is going to be like a musician, or they play guitar or something like that. Maybe you're going to get into that too. And I feel like you might be singing while they're playing. I don't know. But I think it's going to be a really fun adventure. I think it'll be great. What's her blockage with that? Breaking out on your own. And kind of like, I don't know if it's going against your parents' guidance, or like they feel like you're safe and protected with them or something. But yeah, it does. You need to like prove to yourself you can make it on your own, and you can feel really good about being completely autonomous. They even said sovereignty, even work on your sovereignty. And it just like in the beginning of this video, how I said surround yourself with like-minded people. You're going to feel so much better when you can feel free to just completely, totally be yourself. Be a goofball and work on sovereignty and whatever it is that you like to do, that you kind of tiptoe around the subject with your parents. You're going to feel so much better when you're living a life that you can just be yourself unapologetically and do whatever you want to and say whatever you want to. Nobody's going to have any kind of an issue about it. Oh my gosh, brings you to a whole other level. Okay, so I hope that helps. Okay. 5191. 5191, please. 5191. 5191. What animal do they have? Cow. Now, cows are like worshipped in some countries. They're a very, very good sign, very lucky sign. Okay. 5191. I feel like I'm going to be contributing to the world in a big way, and I have no idea of how or what that will be. What's my life purpose or mission for this lifetime? Well, let's see what comes up. Oh, you're going to have to get past from some fears. Ouch. Oh, the first word I got was leadership. Masses. They just said masses, leading masses. Oh my gosh. If you saw yourself in the future, you would be scared to death. Don't think about that. Oh my gosh. Wow. Rally. I see a rally, like a peace rally or something, like oh my gosh, it's so incredibly inspiring. It's making people cry, like crowds are cheering. And you're like raising a sword up in the air, like not an actual sword. Like there's a deck. I wonder if I can find it in here. I'm going to try and show it to you guys real quick, but you're standing in front of the crowd, getting everybody excited and inspired. You know who it reminds me of is, like some of the speeches JFK Jr., JFK Jr., JFK would say back in the day, and Martin Luther King. Like those guys come to mind. Like it's going to be like, but I feel like when I say that, you're having anxiety. You know, everybody feels that way. If you would have told me what I would be doing years before I was actually doing this, I'd be like, no way in hell. No. I'm not going to be on YouTube giving advice. I'm not going to, no. People aren't going to come to me for readings on what they should do with their lives. Hell no. I would have been scared too, you know, but by the time you do this, let's just say by the time you do this kind of stuff, you are going to feel very prepared and very like it's going to feel like old hat, like no big deal, not a problem at all. Here we go. Thank you. It's the Ace of Swords. That's going to be you. The Ace of Swords. And an Ace of Swords is truth, victory, communication. And she or he is all in blue, which is communication. And you got a little black cat with you there. So you are having to face your image right now. You're having to see that you're really a panther. You're not just a cat, right? You're like a lion. So they're really wanting you to see yourself for who you truly are and not keep yourself small. You're going to be collaborating and working with other people. And being that today's all about true love, it could be your counterpart, making a plan and sticking to that plan. Okay, so if you focus more in the moment, like we're going to accomplish this, let's just do this, okay? And then we do this. Let's, don't get too far ahead of yourself or start thinking, okay, how do we appeal to the masses or whatever? Just be like one step, and then have that, okay, all right, so what do we do now? Like every time that you take a step, that's when you reassess and go to the next step. But with not necessarily any kind of goal in mind, just following your heart and following you're feeling guided. That's what I do all the time with my videos and everything. I never think about where this is going. I never think about that. I am in a state of gratitude all the time, as much as possible. I don't even hardly let a negative thought cross my mind. And if it does, I do something about it immediately to transmute it, or I love myself through it, or whatever. So I'm always trying to stay in the highest vibe I can possibly. And so as I do that, I'm just being drawn and pulled to do a video. Like I literally feel a pull, like, oh, I got to do this video on this thing. So, and the downloads come and it just comes out of my mouth. And I never know when I'm going to shoot certain videos and whatnot. And they come out when they come out because it's all divinely timed. So just stay in the flow and don't get too overwhelmed. Communication is one of your purposes. And that may be an insecurity for you right now, but you're going to be working on that. Overcoming lack. Overcoming lack and a fear of people attacking you. Being afraid that if you go up against certain people, that you'll be thrown out in the cold and you'll no longer have shelter and you'll no longer have any place to go and you'll be, ousted by your community or ousted by whatever. But they're encouraging you that you will have a bigger family and a more sincere and authentic family than you've ever had before in your life if you truly follow your heart and if you live authentically. They're saying nobody holds a candle to you. Nobody can do it with your flavor and your flair. Like you need to bring your uniqueness to the table, and because that's like one of your superpowers. Okay, what else? Bringing peace to your heart, despite any turmoil that's ever happened in your life. Bring peace to it. Settle it in here. So you keep coming back to love. Keep coming back to unconditional love. Hold no grudges. Hold no animosity. Hold no resentment. Do the thank you, God, for my misery exercise on any of that, because it feels like you are actually, in the future, you're going to be inspiring people to do the same. Something to do with animals, too. Saving animals. Helping animals somehow in a very impactful way. Freedom from cages. I just got freedom from cages. I don't know what that means. Maybe that's shelters, or maybe I don't know. I guess you'll figure it out. But you've got some really incredible things coming up. That's amazing. Okay, so I feel like getting some spirit cards for you. Now, this is also one of the decks that I've made that's available in my store. It's called the Spirit Deck. Okay. If you had any idea how protected you are, you wouldn't spend another wasted moment on worry. So go forth bravely as if everything is going to go your way, and it will. Don't let anyone else tell you who you are. Oh my gosh. Yes, a move or a trip would do you a world of good. I'm not sure what happens. It's not about always being positive, negative, just like I said, like I have negative things that I think and things like that too, but I do something about it. I've got the tools to, annihilate it, to just like neutralize it completely and then turn it positive from that place. Negativity is just a part of still having an ego. So if you're not enlightened yet, you have an ego and you're capable of getting upset and triggered. But it's about catching yourself being negative and picking yourself back up again as quickly as you can. And you'll get better and better and better at this as you practice it. Just don't let yourself linger in negativity. Always align with your highest truth and speak from that place for the best outcome for everyone involved. Live your truth. Which perspective or option feels good or gives you relief? Choose that one. Okay, one more. Laugh at it all. Humor is the best medicine and your greatest weapon against negativity. Just have a good laugh. And just know whatever you're going through right now, you're going to have a good laugh about it in the future, and it's going to be no big deal anymore. So this is just all part of your boot camp, your life boot camp. Anything else? And animal spirit real quick, then we'll move on. We have one more after this, and she's got 2 questions. They just said, be strong. Ram, perseverance. Or ram, they're pretty strong. You have many gifts. No problem can withstand the power of your mind. So true. You're mastering your mind right now. With patience, you can reach your mountaintop. Never give up, and good luck will follow you. So persevere through whatever it is that you're going through right now. Gosh, if you just knew what was ahead for you, it would give you so much strength, but it would also scare you. But just know it's all going to work out beautifully. You're just exercising that muscle of strength within you right now to be the strong leader you're going to be. So, maybe instead of saying, I am the empress, you can say, I am the emperor. I am the emperor of my kingdom. So are you behaving like the emperor? Are you being the emperor, the ultimate emperor? Are you being the inspirer? Are you, motivating your kingdom? Are you being the example for your kingdom to follow? Do you want, I don't know if you have kids or not, but do you want your kids to be doing what you're doing? Is that the life you want them to live? Is that the type of honesty and integrity and authenticity you want them to live in? If your daughter or son or best friend, let's say, were in your exact same shoes, try to use your imagination. If they were in your shoes, in your particular situation, exactly as you are, what would you advise them to do? What would you tell them that they need to do? And then just pay attention to that. Okay. 5181. And look up the symbolism of a cow. It's really powerful. All right, so 5181. The sun. So look up the meaning and the symbology of the sun. I just got the sun will rise. The sun will rise. So, I just heard Annie's song, The Sun Will Come Out Tomorrow. And then I heard, I mean tomorrow. So some of these changes are going to be happening for many of you watching, like sooner than you think. You may think it's going to take a while, but things are transforming quickly. Just like the EBS could happen unexpectedly, so could major transformation happen in your life and relief to come. That's all coming from spirit. In case you don't know how I operate when I'm doing these, it's all channeled. Okay, so I have a lot of dreams, but very rarely, I have dreams that feel important. And when those dreams come through, I remember them. Early this morning, I saw a golden triangle descending from the sky. A golden triangle descending from the sky. That's interesting. Three beings exited the craft with an almost golden aura around them. That's a really good sign. Were they sparkling? I was told you will lose your property. I didn't feel any fear, but awakened before anything else was said that I remember. What is the message I should receive from this dream? Wow. Okay. Let's take a look. I feel like there's it's big. You're right. It is big. First thing I saw was the trilogy, and I feel like you're being rewarded. It feels like for being in your Christ consciousness energy. I feel like your nobility. They just said nobility, so you must be being like the Empress. Generosity. I can attest to that. Oh, it's manna from heaven. They just said it was manna from heaven. So that sounds like a negative message, though. You will lose your property. They said, no, because we're trying to get you to let go. We're trying to get you. That's exactly why we came now, and why she's coming to you is because we want her to know it's going to be taken from her as like a warning so that she doesn't see it as a negative thing when it does happen. So, is it the property that she currently has right now? That's what she's going to lose? Yes. Let it go. They just said, let it go again. Just let it go, because it's like they're going to give you 10 times as much, 100 times as much. So let it go with ease. The old has to go for the new to come in. We have great plans for you. We have great plans for you. What is that scripture? To grow you and prosper you, not to harm you. And there's a bell going off to confirm that. To prosper you, not to harm you, something like that. We have plans to prosper you, not to harm you. Okay. What else? Your next question is what does Spirit have to say to you? So I'm going to look at these Spirit cards as well. But I just want to make sure that I got the full message. Pleiadians were the ones that came to you. Peace. You are a peace warrior, and you will do great things. So, boy, there are a lot of empresses and emperors watching today and participating in the questions today. It's funny because they're actually comparing like pasta dishes. You're not top ramen anymore. You're like pasta primavera, like made in Italy with fresh pasta, homemade pasta or something. I don't know why they're using pasta, but just know that you are gourmet. You are not what somebody has, on a daily basis that they paid 99 cents for. You're the $99 meal, the $500 meal. You were it. You were the thing. You were the Empress. Things are going to move very quickly for you at some point as a reward, and it has to do with bunny energy. So look up bunnies. Bunnies are about new beginnings. They could also be about, sexuality also. Fertility, new beginnings. Out with the old, in with the new. We're here to support you. You can call on us. You can call on them anytime. In fact, you might want to. I see you drawing out what you saw, like the golden triangle. Color it in, like if you have any color crayons or pens or whatever you want to use. And I feel like you even cutting it out and laminating it and putting it up. Whenever, if you meditate, you could place it on your heart, or you can say, I call on the Pleiadians to please give me a message. I want to talk to my soul family, the Pleiadians. And they're saying you could do a divine guidance council meeting. That would be wonderful. Okay. Aw, we wish you could see you like we see you. Remember I said that earlier about if somebody pays you a compliment, take it. Because like you need to learn to see you through those people who love you so much as eyes. We wish you could see you like we see you. You're breathtaking from here. Top ramen's not breathtaking, eating at a restaurant and eating, freshly made pasta primavera where your eyes are rolling back in your head. Now that's breathtaking, right? That's you. This is you. It's the only card I have with a heart on it. So make sure that you're loving yourself, touching your heart. And I love you. I love you even when you're scared. I love you even when you make mistakes. Another 45 minutes. Oh, gosh. I love you even when you don't know what to do. I love you even when you're confused. I love you no matter what. So we should all be doing this on a regular basis all the time. If there's any kind of negativity, love yourself despite it, okay? That's how you're going to get through a lot of that. You're on the right path to making your dreams come true, even with this property being taken away. It may just seem like it's being taken away too. So it may be just like theoretical, A setback is just a chance to regroup and get creative. They want you to see it that way. You might even come up with a better plan as a result. And sometimes they know exactly what you're going to do and what that better plan is. So they take it away from you so that then you'll do the thing. Embrace the opportunity and try to see this with new eyes. Don't sink into a lack mentality. Do the thank you, God, for my misery exercise. That would really help you through it, whatever you're going to go through with that. You need to remove that toxic person, group, or situation from your life if you want things to change. Out with the old and toxic and in with the new. You might want to, if you haven't, you might want to listen to this entire video because we've talked a lot about that today. Love yourself no matter what anyone else thinks. Your opinion is the only one that matters. Be true to you and be proud of yourself. Someone needs a bit of tough love if you're to love yourself and live like you want to. So it sounds like you need to tell somebody else to buzz off. Or to fend for themselves. We wish you could see you like we see you. You're breathtaking. They want to really, really emphasizing that for you right now. Okay. For some reason, I feel drawn to the pet cards. Let me pull a couple of those. It could be for your divine masculine or it could be for your pet. However, this seems to resonate, and just take it for that. So this is my pet deck. This is also available in my store on my website, Pet Deck. When you're gone from home, I can actually see what you're experiencing through your eyes. I love seeing what your life is like. Do you feel me when I do that? I would really like to have some energy work done on me. You make me smile inside. I feel so content and comfortable with you. You make me feel so special at home and appreciated. So since whenever anything asks to have energy work done, I feel like that's spirit asking me to do it. So I don't even know what we're talking about here, but whoever is sending this messages to you or whatever this, is sending this to you, I am going to send a blessing right now. Hala sun se he mo ai ke ika ai la en. Chin san se he na pomo. Hala ke he purpum chin chin. Oh, mama mala ke in the day san. She na tai. La ina tai. Okay. They just said thank you. You're welcome. All right. Anything else, Spirit, that you guys want me to mention? Nope. We're good. So now we are going to do, let's see what I can come up with for the The general blissing. Let's do the general blissing. Okay. The rooster. Okay. So everybody just drop your shoulders and relax. As long as it's for everybody's highest good and for the best intention for everybody involved and it respects the free will of everybody involved, it will be amplified at this time, whatever you're wishing or hoping for. If you want to, you can focus this energy on the beautiful, pristine earth we're creating right now. We're manifesting right now to aid Mother Earth. But don't feel you have to. Hashishina Pema Nataila. Oh, hama mai kenchi chin tai la an sai la pombo mama ke hala sensation apama an hala la mwa na te isa senchi ke la na poma an hala ai ke la sensation hapako homa ama an hala sensation ke la an ha ha po laki hu ha maha shishinki la ha hashishikin tinta hes anatain. Thank you. Ha ma shishinki natain. Okay, so any of you who saw visions or flashes or anything while I was doing that blessing, please write it down in the comments and share so everyone can check out what you tuned into. If it had to do with the pristine earth or somebody, something that included everyone that you would like to share, then please do that. All right, have yourselves a beautiful day. And remember that if you submit a question between now and October 30th, actually the next week, between now and November 2nd, it's not going to come out till November 10th. And so don't let it be anything pressing. And if you have anything pressing, you can either order a 20 or 45-minute remote reading, or you can get an emergency reading. And if it says sold out for the emergency reading, text me and ask me if I can open up a slot, but only for emergencies, like you're in pain or your pet is in pain or something like that, please. Okay. I will see you guys next time. Bye.